The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida.
He lied. Why does the Sunshine State consistently produce such strange news?
If I catch y'all ass in traffic, I'm whipping my virginity out. Y'all gonna say
it is just one of the many wacky news stories out of Florida.
On The Breakfast Club.
Oh, man. Yes, Donkey today for Monday, September 9th goes to a vice principal and a teacher in Florida. The vice principal's name is Tashika Fabian, and the teacher's name is Benny Leverett. What does your Uncle Charla always say about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today is no exception. I am telling you right now, America, nobody gives a damn anymore. Okay, folks is overworked, underpaid, and they just don't have time for the foolishness, even if they themselves are the foolishness. See, Tashika Fabian is no longer the vice principal at Progress Village Middle School because Benny Leverett, the teacher, had to resign from his job because he decided to put a child in a chokehold. Yes, the crippler crossface, $1 Million Dream, Cobra Clutch, Hell's Gate. He put the student in a chokehold. I guess they got into some type of altercation in the classroom, and the teacher felt like he had to restrict the student's ability to breathe to survive. Now, the teacher did get arrested. The teacher did resign. But in new developments, we have learned that Tashika knew about it the whole time and covered it up. Let's go to WFLA for the report, please.
Keith, Jen, detectives say that this kid told deputies that he couldn't breathe. An investigator said the teacher held that position for about 4 minutes.
And we send our kids to school thinking they're safe. That's wrong.
He's not gonna respond.
He can't.
He can't. He's dying. You killing him.
Caught on camera. Deputies say this is Progress Village Middle Magnet School teacher Benny Leverett, and they say this is a 14-year-old student. Investigators say the 39-year-old teacher wrapped his right arm around the student's neck and placed his other hand behind the teen's head, putting him in a chokehold. The student told deputies there were various points when he couldn't breathe. Wow. As court documents say, Leverett held this position for about 4 minutes. Deputies say the school's assistant principal, 41-year-old Tashika Fabian, didn't notify authorities, something she's required to do by state law. But the story doesn't end there. Detectives say she told the student who recorded this video to delete it. The school district says neither the teacher nor school administrator have been on campus since this happened a few months ago. Both face criminal charges tonight.
Here's the thing about stupidity, right? It does not require unity and group operation. It does not have to be a collective effort. See, there is no need to make stupidity a relay race. I don't need that baton passed to me. That's what Tashika did in this situation. She made stupidity a relay race. Now, I don't know why Benny Leverett felt the need to put this middle school student in a chokehold. I'm not, judging that man, okay? But for whatever reason, he decided to put this child in a chokehold, okay? Now he got to deal with the law and that child's family. If there's a daddy in the house, an uncle, a big brother, I don't know why y'all be playing with folks' kids like they don't have families, because now you got to square up, Benny. Okay, let's see if that chokehold works on an adult. All right, he resigned, but he should have been fired, and he got arrested. This should be Benny's cross to bear and no one else's, but no. All right, Benny decided to pass the baton of stupidity to Tashika. He didn't even pass it. She just took it. Okay, for whatever reason, Tashika took the baton and ran with it because she failed to report this situation. In fact, as you heard in the news report, she tried to get the video deleted. Why? What's the point? You're the vice principal of the school. Your job is to protect the students. If there is a teacher endangering the child in any way, that teacher got to go. All right, that teacher got to go to the unemployment line and jail. I don't know the reason why you wouldn't report the matter to the child abuse hotline or law enforcement. What are you protecting Benny for? Okay. Whatever student in that class recorded the whole incident did exactly what they were supposed to do, and you dead ass wrong for making them delete the footage. You must have a personal relationship with Benny, okay? That is the only logical explanation. But if you have a personal relationship with Benny, that's all the more reason why you shouldn't have attempted to protect him, especially when he was dead wrong. Okay, you had other students say he's dying. You're killing him. Can we hear from some of the parents, or is this teachers? These teachers. Let's hear from some of the teachers about what they thought about this.
Teachers now weighing in.
I have my ethics in place, and I will not be making contact with students unless they have approved on a high five or maybe a hug.
And a daycare provider saying this should have never happened.
Not allowed to touch the kid. So you're saying under no circumstance should a teacher ever put a child in a chokehold? No, you have to call for backup.
You, as the vice principal, completely betrayed these kids' trust. It's bad enough a teacher would harm a student, but when you have the vice principal refusing to report the crime, it's like, where can we send our kids to be safe? Who is protecting our children? I know a lot of people opting to homeschool their kids for various reasons. Full disclosure, I'm one of them. Okay, kids don't like to be in schools anymore because they don't feel the work is stimulating them, and also because they feel like the teachers don't have their best interests. Okay, as the son of a school teacher, this breaks my heart. All right, please, anyone out there thinking of being in education, don't if your heart isn't in it. If you don't actually care about the well-being of these youngsters, if you are looking at being a teacher or a principal or a counselor in these schools as just a job, do us all the biggest favor and find something else to do. We need people in these schools who inspire hope, who ignite their imagination in these kids, who instill a love of learning in these kids. These adults be coming in these classrooms with their own issues, and they end up projecting their BS onto these students. You choked out this student for what? All right, someone else's child for 4 minutes? You know why? Not because something is wrong with the kid, but because something was wrong with you. All right, we need students to trust teachers. You can't improve student-teacher relationships by doing stuff like this. But in order for that to happen, we need teachers students can trust, and we need to trust that principals are going to provide proper checks and balances and discipline when those teachers fall short. Tashika, you failed, okay? You failed that child, all right? And an injustice to one child is an injustice to children everywhere. They don't make adults like they used to. Please give Tashika Fabian and Benny Leverett. Matter of fact, let Remy Ma give Tashika Fabian and Benny Leverett the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker, are you dumb?
I really don't understand why y'all be playing with people's kids like they don't have families.
Right.
Nah, not at all.
I don't understand it.
Biggest fear in the world is like putting your babies into the world and just something like this happens. That's a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, a person in general shouldn't be. You know what I mean?
Because now I got to go catch a charge.
You got to catch a charge.
Now I got to go eat jail food.
Oh, hello?
Now I got to go eat jail food.
About my child or my niece, I'm going smiling.
That's what I'm saying.
Happily.
Now I got to go eat jail food because you put your hand on my children.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Matter of fact, I'm going to pre-order my food because I'm headed there.
That's not how
you
jail
works.
I'm
Like,
going to figure it out. About my baby, I'm going to figure it out.
Pre-order. You can't ask for chicken on Tuesday and pork on Wednesday.
Let them know I'm on my way.
That's not how jail
I'm on my way.
Only thing you pre-order is fish. All right. Thank you for that donkey of the day. All right.
You think Ice Spice starved out Cleo Trapper? Try to pre-order your jail food and see what happens.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.